Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Great. And I'm alone again. And Jim's going to come back up to do this next one. Yeah, I don't like being alone a lot, as you can tell. To shine, glad I found you, glad you're mine. Oh, my love, it's like a precious stone, part of earth, heaven has rained on. Makes no difference where you are, day or night time, it's like a shining star. Well, how could I shine without you? Well, it's about you that I am. Such an earthling, radiant child. Well, I can never find another one like you. Part of me is deep down inside you. Can't you feel the whole world's a turning? We are real, we are burning. Hey, diamond girl, now that I found you, well, it's about you that I am. You sure do shine, diamond girl. You sure do shine, diamond girl. You sure do shine, diamond girl. You sure do shine. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Sam Staub, everybody.
That was Sam with some help from his friend. He plays very well by himself, but I kind of like the fact that you don't like to be alone, so you bring up so much talent onto the stage with you. That is great. Round of applause for all of the artists that have played tonight. And remember that if you'd like to vote for your favorite artist, we do have a bucket back there. Keep stuff in the ballot box. Without further ado, we're going to move right on. We're going to bring up a poet. We're going to bring up Joshua Sassamon, who always brings something interesting to our open mic. So let's give him a round of applause.
Yeah, that's good. Morning, everyone. How's it going? Okay, I've got a poem I'm going to read for you guys. I wrote this the year before last, and it was heavily inspired by two good friends of mine by the name of Bill S. Preston Esquire and Ted Theodore Logan. So I'm going to read for you now a little something called One Excellent Plan. Dude, like, I've got an excellent plan for the most outstanding rock band ever. It would be a concept album band, and would it be the greatest endeavor. See, dude, I've been thinking that, shut up. The key to a great band is great ideas, so I, my friend, have come up with one, and it's better than your last idea. Dude, the one with the pool and the gum. Our band needs great stories for concepts, so for something to sink your teeth into, I, my friend, have come up with something dramatic, turbulent, and eloquent. So I was thinking that, shut up, dude. There could be like this poor peasant girl who has a great gift with tablature, but thus far, no one knows what she can do. But in this castle, there's this young dude who takes care of the king's awesome guitars. But due to the king's bogus attitude, he never lets the dude jam with his band. One night, the girl's walking in the new moon, fetching plums and apples for her mum, dude. Alongside the village sycamores, she brushes her arm across a branch, drawing blood. At that moment, the woods become silent. Of course, she doesn't know what that means, till she hears, coming from behind her, the breathing of a gnarly demon. She turns around slowly and totally screams upon seeing the ugly, fearsome beast, then kicks it in the nads and starts running faster than the king's badass tapping. The demon slowly limps after her, but he soon catches up with her, dude. Then he uses his breath to stun her, quite mad since he's now useless to his brood. Need water. Okay. So, on that same eve, the young dude, for the time being, we'll call him Bob. So Bob's playing in the studio after he's completed his job. So he's shredding away on a white Telecaster, lightning in his hands. But someone is listening nearby while he plays like a musical taipan. Then the door to the studio slams. Bob looks up timidly to see the king, who doesn't look like he wants to jam, but instead might cut off Bob's life spring. Then the king becomes passive and says, "Dude, you've worked hard for me for many years. In that time, I've given you access to the most royal hall of guitars. However, you have betrayed my trust by playing the most bodacious guitars. Therefore, as a punishment most just, you're banished to the lands of the North Star." So the poor dude who once tuned the king's strings now finds his life shrouded by a dark cloud. He feels like he's falling with clipped wings as he wanders aimlessly through town. Till an older babe, pretty though worn, sees a guitar strapped to Bob's back and recalls a gifted maniac who spoke to her through musical forms, whose love for her was a sheer heart attack. The memories swoon like distant chords. The young dude sees her staring at him, recognizes the look of loss in her eyes. He chooses to speak to this unknown kin, hoping he will soon find an ally. Bob asks the babe what's troubling her. Any way he can provide a cure. She invites the dude into her home and tells her a tale in a painful tone. Turns out this babe is really a mum who sent her daughter outside of town to fetch for pies some apples and plums to warm two hearts furthest from the crown. For this older babe was once the queen, the perfect muse for the royal dude, for whom she was pure amphetamine and the source of his great fortitude. So, with an on and off relationship, the young pair grew in love together until, due to a well-planned slip, they were blown apart like a bird and his feather. For the king's advisor dude was a fake, total fake dude, concerned only with what he could take. He steered clear of the queen's fine wisdom, for she could complicate his plans for the kingdom. So he conned his distant cousin to take part in his dreadful plan of splitting up the crown right down the middle to weaken the music of the king's band. Since this evil dude didn't believe in fair play, he invented a heinous charade in which he could carefully orchestrate the opening of his master's campaign. He sent his cousin straight to the king to lead his gullible mind astray. With trickery, he managed to persuade him his wife had played with the royal heartstrings. As the king dude felt utterly betrayed, he crumpled, filled with pain and dismay. But he still made sure his queen would pay, so he banished her far, far away. Then, 8 months later, in a small shack, as the king was busy scarfing down chow mein, the ex-queen gave birth to a small brunette babe while screaming louder than a single by Anthrax. In the years since, the queen babe had become a worker on a small local farm. Her daughter grew with insight and charm. To those that knew her, she was kind and cheerful. To this day, many years later, dude, the queen babe sent her daughter to fetch fruit, yet her girl failed to return from her chore, causing Mum to fear for the child she adored. So she made her way outside of town, searching every inch of the plum-strewn ground. She finally found what made her shudder, that which made her fear for her child's future. The mark of claws upon the tree, her daughter's basket upon the ground, large paw tracks scattered all around. A demon was the only thing it could be. She fell to her knees, then cried and prayed for something between hero and miracle to complete the ultimate crusade and remove for her that horrid wave of fear for her child that's curbed her faith. Bob sits speechless, his drink in his hands, as the queen babe sighs and lets the tears fly. He feels his heart begin to expand and patiently waits for her eyes to dry. "Describe," says he, "this daughter of yours." So the queen babe tells that he may see that image of modest beauty for a wise young woman just turned 18. Bob's eyes widen at the sound of this news. He's no longer the dude he was before, for he knows he must face the demonic firestorm and finally put to use his jujitsu. Finding rhymes is not as easy as it looks, you know? Okay. Bob sets out as the moon begins to doze to track down the demon he needs to oppose, whose path of ruin seems easy to pursue. He hopes he'll be in time to save the young shrew. As his journey expands throughout the day, he notices with increasing altitude the mountains seem larger than they were yesterday. Yet he feels stronger with each step he takes, dude. Then the wind chills as clouds and thunder spawn a dark omen upon the land. But Bob's solitude is torn asunder as he attempts once more to advance. For his progress is slowed by something round launched to that soft spot between his legs. He falls to his knees without a sound, then squeaks at the rock as he attempts to unwedge. Then they appear from out of the mist, totally resembling members of Kiss. 4 small demons armed to the teeth, spikes, claws, and razor blades, all unsheathed. But Bob's got the ultimate battle axe, the single weapon with which he could attack, for no weapon could match the Flying V, the stolen treasured guitar used by the king. The demons are sly, malevolent swine, bloodlust in their eyes, fed by fear and lies. The fiends strike fast and wild, set to tear and divide, empowered with delight by the misty moonlight. Dude, I just added that because it sounded cool, you know? Anyway, Bob leaps aside at the last moment and holds the Flying V to his chest. Then, to the demon's astonishment, he lets loose with some intense licks. The valley erupts with light and sound as the guitar growls like a hellhound. Then the next second, a different tone, that of a hummingbird in the zone. Unprepared for the hellish assault, the demon's charge comes to an abrupt halt. They fall to the ground totally stunned by the instrument that transcribes the sun. Picking up one of their own piercing blades, Bob towers over the cowardly beasts. Seeing that they are quite afraid, he knows they have realized their defeat. At the tip of the fine-edged sword, he carefully questions the timid shades, fearful since they have nothing to trade. They tell him about their dark demon lord. This menacing monstrosity who dwells in the heart of the mountains has caused many past atrocities and plans to bring the world oblivion. The girl he needs for part of his plan, to expel great music from the land, to ensure his triumph over the king, the death of the daughter he would bring. For the king has suffered over the years, as the exit of his wife from his life has left silence in his mind and in his ears, a hole in his heart, as if from a spear. So the fatal strike for the royal dude would be one of the greatest magnitude. His long-lost daughter would soon enter his life, and shortly thereafter, he would watch her die. The demons chuckle as if all is right with the monarch's unchangeable plight, since his daughter's death will be just the thing for the final blow to cripple the king. Then their lord can take over the lands and poison them all with hip-hop bands. The dead majesty of rock and roll will bring grief to the world's heart and soul. One power chord to bring the demons sleep, and Bob glances at the distant rocks. Focused on the promise he must keep, he walks on, prepared now to pull all the stops. So onward he travels to his fate, till he finds the gaping mountain's mouth. He heads inside with such stealth that I must quietly narrate, so he can grab the young babe and flee south. So dude, like Bob walks on for miles in the cave, his torch gradually flickering out. He starts to wonder how he's going to save the queen's daughter when he hears a horrid sound. Rounding a corner, he sees an opening from which the noise is emanating. He stares down into an atrium to find something that makes him feel numb. In the center is a band of 5, jamming away in a hip-hop jive, instruments playing the most basic chords to back up the singer's poorly chosen words. The girl singing those horrendous lines, a demonic diva with inhuman style, wails about dancing mad as can be. It's all Bob can do not to scream, dude. Yet he notices movement near the wall, where there sits a lovely seraph babe. Barely noticeable, she seems small, yet holds her head high in the heart of the cave. Her hair is like a chocolate waterfall, her brown eyes like leaves in the fall. Watching her, Bob finds himself enthralled. He's drenched by her beauty like a heavy rainfall. Physically, she's perfect, if not tall, from her lovely face to her fine bare feet, and all of her other things were fine. But Bob knows he has no more time to stall. Ignoring the pain to his sharp ears, he sneaks his way, quiet as can be, to avoid detection, yet with some small fear, since they won't be inviting him for tea. He scuttles across the wall like a rogue, feeling destined not to touch the earth. Wearing the Flying V as a cloak, he soon reaches that for which he has searched. The babe gasps out loud at the sight of Bob, forgetting about her current job, that of transcribing the hip-hop music, engulfing her, making her feel quite sick. Ugh. Turns out the girl's name is Melanie, who, during her dreadful captivity, made a most bogus discovery of the demon lord's duplicity. His plan is to fake the young babe's death, causing the king's fortitude to jet. Then he'll destroy the greatest music and enslave the world with little conflict. But what the demon dude doesn't know is that the king doesn't have a clue he has a daughter already grown with the purest soul, white as snow. Yeah. So after some very brief intros, Bob finally manages to recover, unaware he's about to discover what happens when the music is over. The band falls silent as a shadow falls upon the previously bright hall, tremor of darkness distinguishing light, causing dude and dudette to shiver in fright. Then a vicious voice pours from the gloom, a portent of the approaching doom. Thus it does roar into the cold air, giving the couple a most heinous scare. Fee, fi, fo, food. I smell the blood of a creative dude. It's been some time since I've had anyone to eat, and for a light snack, I'm definitely in the mood. And since I'm conquering the world, I deserve a treat. The hip-hop band suddenly disappears as the Demon Lord's speech is quite clear, causing Bob's mind to split into hemispheres, Melanie's voice barely reaching his ears. She yells, "Play your guitar, you fool!" With assistance from a hard shin kick, Bob grabs the V and looks deep down into his gene pool, then summons the power of awesome licks. He begins with a slow, steady hum, taking it easy, taking it slow. He pours his soul into the medium, and its hidden power begins to show. As Bob's speed develops his modus, the music's strength continues to grow. He brings forth sounds of pure angel dust, and the demon dude lets out a loud groan. Grateful he's not doing this while stoned, Bob closes the distance to the end zone. He lets loose with an electrical rush, filling the hall with an unheard-of stimulus. The Demon Lord howls and falls to the ground as Bob ends his badass delirium. Atrium now empty of all sound, the young pair stand still, feeling quite numb. So the Demon Lord's not quite dead, dude. But through observation, they conclude Professor Plum did it in the main hall using the full can of aerosol. No, not really, dude, but he is out cold, yeah. Bob wants to make that state permanent, but wishing to escape imprisonment, Melanie says they should leave that hellhole. So they depart from the mountain range, Bob trying to forget the evil hip-hop band, pondering the safest path they might arrange, till they meet and join with a Spanish caravan. While traveling with the caravan, Melanie speaks to the lead merchant, who, while they cover the lush valley's span, speaks of an old myth, the talking drum. An instrument of ancient energy, it is said to be invincible and possesses 4 known abilities that makes any drummer unsurpassable. If chosen by the great holy drum, you'd gain the greatest timing and dexterity. It matters not if you're quite smart or dumb, your skills would still become a rarity. The sovereign drum also controls sound. According to the player's desire, it creates the right tones to astound, making one a master of hellfire. The righteous drum also speaks to the mind, with a voice that knows all directions, and it carries the player's design to a conclusion of perfection. The 4th power, and probably the least on the list of those that make someone free, that which makes a drummer complete, the drum rids its player of acne. The merchant pauses and gives a smile as the wind picks up its unfriendly pace. The clouds pour upon each and every face as they cover the vast forward miles. Yet, says the knowledgeable sales dude, the great jewel I must not exclude, for there's reason I speak of this to you, and I promise that it's all quite true. See, the talking drum has been discovered and rests here within this caravan. I hope to unite it with another that will bring awesome music to the lands. Intrigued by this most epic story, Melanie asks the man to reveal the drum to her so that she may see whether or not its power is real. Inside the carriage, with sticks in hands, she sees the drum in front of her. Like winds blowing through desert sands, newfound energy causes her blood to stir. Seconds later, she's hammering away in a vicious combination of sounds. Not ever having learned how to play, she can now produce fills most profound. As Melanie continues her jam, she wishes for a bass drum to improve her spree, and in less than a second span, the drum answers her sudden fantasy. A pedal appears at the drum's base. Without a second's hesitation, she settles her foot and quickens her pace, swimming in the acceleration. Then, in response to another desire, 3 limbs grow from the drum's chassis, ending in cymbals imbued with fire, arming the girl with a ride and 2 crashes. Yeah. Time comes to a standstill for Melanie. The value of meaning is forgotten. There is no longer any purpose between honesty and trickery. And the forest once more knows silence. She knows nothing but the beat of her heart as she tries to grasp the circumstance and stares down at her new counterpart, attempting at last to catch her breath, still shocked by the new ground which she has tread. She slowly manages to raise her head to see the merchants eyeing her with newfound respect. And she gradually finds Bob's eyes and understands what she sees in them, as if the sun has repainted the sky, or tides come in that shall never ebb. For Bob has witnessed grace under pressure, a gift unlike any he's ever known, a miracle far beyond measure, in a beauty that causes men vertigo. After that brief optical interlude, the riders on the storm remain steadfast, and as such, they soon reach town, dude, where family unties despite the overcast. After multiple hugs and kisses, some of which Bob just can't resist, reunion is marred by a dark mist, followed shortly by howls and hisses. For the Demon Lord's army of demons has traced them straight back to the village. Then appears the local pub seamen, having filled up on tasty beverages. Lacking good sense due to being drunk, they decide to fight the monstrous horde, then soon are convinced that they should run like cavemen fleeing from a dinosaur. Like mice, they all run to the castle, and most make it without much hassle, except for the slow and stupid ones, a sign of events under the scattered sun. Driven into the royal courtyard in the remaining available light, they longed for the now fading day star while waiting for the demonic blight. Then it appears, the evil bane of rock, that lowly demon dude of bad taste. Bob and Melanie quickly take stock, desperate to find a way out with haste. For the villagers are all quite spent, barely able to run, much less fight. Yet all the king's horses and most of the king's men have chosen wisely to dash in fright. Now, proclaims the dark, wicked menace, you shall know the price of crossing me, and you will feel my most heinous wrath upon your souls as you kneel before me. But Bob has another idea. Though feeling less than Herculean, he steps forward, wearing his bravest face, carefully measuring his breathing space. You most unrighteous demonic prude! Not only did you enslave this hot babe to make your most bogus transcriptions, but your speech back at the mountains totally destroyed the rhyme scheme, dude. Without further ado, the demon springs into violent animation, sending villagers flying left and right while aiming for Bob's extermination. Bob tries to move, but it's much too late. The flying V flies from his fingers. He stays to hear the sound of its fate. As for his own, he must also wait. But instead of the sound of smashing wood comes the lovely sound of a harmonic. They turn to look, and there stands the king, holding the V, forming that lovely tonic. The demon lord glares with hatred in his eyes, as Melanie and her mum gasp with surprise. Bob is frozen, unsure what to think, until the king finally begins to speak. Hello, Dweezil. It's been a long time. I see you've grown large on your corruption of hip-hop songs over artistic rhyme. You've chosen an ugly condemnation. So now, at this time, it comes to light. This demon was once one of the rock spirits that nurtured the souls of all children, destined to discover and transcend. But one year, he took physical form and befriended the royal dude as a child to help him learn and better perform and alter his playing from mild to wild. But as the many years would go by, the spirit dude noticed something different. His skill of comprehending music went dry, though the royal dude grew with accomplishments. But it soon became quite apparent the spirit possessed a fading element, though it was difficult to admit it. He had to face that he was losing it. Blaming the young dude for his tragic loss and just not taking it well at all, he went into hiding, became his own boss, and prepared himself for the king's downfall. So, dude, said the unaffected king, you thought all these years I stole your power and you choose to come here this evening and kill me beneath my own towers? I'm sorry you think I stole from you and that you need to do this, dude, but after the friendship I gave you, I have to ask, Now, is that gratitude? The demon formerly known as Dweezil puts on a grin that's totally evil and laughs that diabolical laugh that all villains sign a contract for. No, my friend, my plan's nothing of that sort. You might have noticed the ladies over here, your daughter alongside your long-ago wife. Now you'll get to watch me kill them for sport. With that, Dweezil turns and walks toward them, but pauses temporarily when the king lets out a diminished scale, making the demon lord slightly pale. Nice try, he says through his depraved smile, but now I have sonic nullifiers, so for your music to do me real harm, seems you'll have to go the extra mile. After whispering to two roadies, the king continues to pour it on, noting that while he keeps it steady, Dweezil looks ill, but somehow walks on. With the demon lord approaching, Bob's not sure how he can protect the babes, till a roadie arrives offering the perfect gift that'll make his day. For in his hand, Bob holds a bass guitar, something he has no experience with, but it happens to be a Rickenbacker, so it should make an excellent scythe. While he's testing its growl for the first time, Bob hears a low rhythmic rumble. The sound gradually begins to climb, nearly causing Dweezil to stumble. Then Melanie enters the scene with a crash, creating her own constellation. At that point, feeling extremely brash, they enter a state of awesomation. Impressed by Melanie and her talking drum, Bob and the king stretch their playing styles, sounding better than they had at the start, each one playing closer to the heart. Yeah. Hands frantic upon drums and fretboards, they build a frenzy of musical lust and prove rock and roll is superior as they pierce the veil of its nucleus. Then, as a roadie gives the thumbs up, the king signals to Bob and Melanie. They bring their song to a rolling halt as he prepares for the final assault. Unable to resist this last chance, the demon lord begins to advance. Determined this time to kill the king, he doesn't foresee that for which he's asking. For the king points the bee at an amp placed between the sun and moon towers. Feedback turns it into a battering ram, and only inches away from the king, Dweezil is stopped by the badass power. And with a single click of a pedal, the king shifts the volume to 11. The elevation curls everyone's toes as the demon dude suddenly screams, and seconds later, his head explodes. Yeah. After the battle is done, there's quite a bit of cleanup to do in the streets, resembling the Twilight Zone. The damage is most obvious, dude. During the Battle of Musical Limbo, the grounds surrounding the castle were littered with demons, snakes, and arrows, you know, the usual stuff, and the occasional unknown soldier. The king totally has his work cut out, not only restoring everyone's homes, he gives each citizen their own metronome. In gratitude, they all have a cookout. Yeah. But the king has things to make up for, since he now has a family to heal, a brave young dude who deserves much more and regrets he can no longer conceal. Impressed with Bob's natural talent to perform well on very different strings, the king teaches him the secret touch to play without limitation on those strings. Once the peaceable kingdom is restored, Bob and Melanie start playing together, and not just in the musical way, you know. So after much snarling and teething, the parents finally invite Bob to stay. So this story of parallels ends. The finding of family, love, and their place. From this point on, all learn to embrace a new life among a feast of friends. So that's my idea. So what do you think, dude? Thank you.
That, ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Joshua Sassaman. You probably have no idea I did that on purpose. Wait. There's many more tricks to come. I believe next we're gonna have Mikhail come up and read a poem for us. And if I'm not mistaken, Clint will accompany. All right. So after that, we're gonna have Dave Goldberg if he's here or shows up. If he doesn't, we're gonna have Anita Ensley. Then we're gonna have Mitch Stein. Then we're gonna have Nick Brunel. Thanks for coming out tonight.
We'd like to take this moment, Mikhail and I, to step into a space to honor what we did last night, what surrounds us tonight. These wood carvings are all carved by my best friend named David Barnhart, and we called him the wood carver. I've known him since I was a kid, and he was a pillar of this community and of SoulFood itself. Last night we had a celebration of his life, helping to send him from this one to the next. And he was a mandolin player, never had his own show on a Friday or Saturday night, but would come to the open mics and sit in with us. And when a character or a person like that takes to the stage, it far outweighs how your talent or your skill level on your instrument. It's an example of it's not what you play, but how you play it, and that the notes and all those things that we're trying to learn to get us to be better at what we are. It's funny, it's the way we walk through life that makes us a better player or a musician, and he embodied that. And tonight we'd like to go through some words and some songs in honor of him. And I'd like to bring Mikhail here to
a couple of quotes. This is called Heart Breakthroughs. The first quote is from Meister Eckhart. Love is as strong as death, as hard as hell. Death separates the soul from the body. But love separates all things from the soul. And from Rilke, the German poet, another German, for one human being to love another, that is perhaps the most difficult of all our tasks. The ultimate, the last test, and proof, the work for which all other work is but preparation. The woodcarver I knew just knew stuff, as he was intimate with spirit animals. Raven, crow, raven, brings mystery, magic, and a change in consciousness. Raven teaches us how to take the unformed and give it form by helping us to confront our shortcomings. Raven reminds us that we have the power to transform anything we have the courage to face. A natural shape shifter. The spirit of Raven allows us to disguise ourselves as necessary in any situation, even to the point of being invisible to others. Raven helps us to work the magic of spiritual laws to manifest that which we need and bring forth light from the darkness. Clint knew what it meant for Coyote to show up at the hospital when he was there with Woodcarver that first night. Coyote brings humor, wiliness, and reversal of fortune. Coyote teaches us how to strike balance between wisdom and folly. As a cunning adversary, Coyote reminds us to understand circumstances fully before developing a plan to achieve our goals. But as a survivor, Coyote will take extreme measures to ensure the well-being of its lineage. A resourceful trickster, the spirit of the Coyote shows us how to adapt and find fun in virtually any circumstance. While Coyote's use of magic doesn't always work as intended, it always serves a purpose. Carver knew horse brings freedom, power, and enlightenment. Horse teaches the benefits of patience and kindness, and that positive relationships are cooperative ones. Possessing great stamina and speed, horse encourages us to awaken our power to endure and reach our full potential. A strong and powerful animal, the spirit of horse reminds us of our inner strength and gives us the courage to move forward and head in new directions. Horse calls on us to carry the burdens of life with dignity while remaining solidly grounded in our spiritual quest. Carver knew a few wolves too. Wolf brings protection, loyalty, and spirit. Wolf teaches us to balance our needs with that of community, while informing us of the importance of ritual to establish order and harmony, and that true freedom requires discipline. An intelligent animal with keen senses, Wolf encourages us to go out of our way to avoid trouble and fight only when necessary. A great teacher, the spirit of the wolf urges us to listen to our internal thoughts, to find the deepest levels of self and intuition. Wolf guards us as it pushes us to take control of our lives, find a new path, and honor the forces of spirituality. Carver's flying with the eagles. Eagle brings illumination, healing, and creation. Eagle teaches us that while free to choose our own path, we must respect the freedom of others to do the same. With its ability to soar and survey all directions, Eagle reminds us to see life from a higher perspective. As a symbol of great power, the spirit of the eagle means taking on responsibility greater than oneself and using the gift of clarity to help others through dark times. Having wings and strong legs, Eagle transcends worlds, encouraging us to soar to spiritual heights while remaining well-grounded in reality and to fulfill our full potential as a creative force. So what is your ancestral legacy? It's in the blood that flows through your veins. It's in the pulse, in your heartbeat. It all comes down to your intention. Wood Carver knew when you put all your focus on a problem, you just get more of the problem. But if you put your focus on being of help, then your energy is directed toward the help instead of the problem. So basically, whenever you're looking for a solution, you're feeling positive emotion. And whenever you're looking at the problem, you're feeling negative emotion, which, as you know, hardly ever gets us anywhere. But once you take the focus off yourself and your wants and instead turn it toward how getting what you want might also benefit someone else, well then, you can't help but succeed in a new endeavor. In truth, that's the key behind any success. And when you don't know what's next, here are 2 helpful affirmations that come out of one of my poems. I am the what's next that unfolds into the be here now. I am the wisdom within that threads through the harmony of how. Does anybody know that one? I am the what's next that unfolds into the be here now. I am the wisdom within that unfolds into the harmony of how. I spent more than one day at the pit around sundown as Carver and I worked together sifting through the list of things we'd learned on our separate journeys before our paths coincided. Things like forgiveness is healing. Healing is love. Light is healing. Healing is laughter. Everything is energy. Thoughts create. As it is in heaven, so it is on earth. As above, so below. The kingdom of heaven is within you. As within, so without. We are all connected. What you resist persists. Peace is fearlessness. familyness is love. True love never dies. The opposite of love is not hate, it's fear. The soul's immortality is the only true immortality. Even when instant manifestation won't work, our thoughts are still creating on our behalf. The tree of life is ever giving, everlasting, evermore. I, for one, am honored to have known, however briefly, such a one as Woodcarver who walked amongst us. Among our kind are seekers and finders, takers and leavers, talkers and listeners, pretenders and truth-tellers, watchers and doers, planters and carvers. In Carver I found peace in a man who said he carried none. I see his body of heart. He art scattered about and left for us. When I am still and listen, I can hear his word art, spoken and silent, his heart truth set loose, still reverberating and vibrating in this world. And no doubt about it now in the next world. We are seekers of truth, seekers of spirit, seekers of light, seekers of soul. Woodcarver walked his truth because he knew we do not receive wisdom. We must discover it for ourselves after a journey that no one can take for us or spare us. Woodcarver knew that it's our job, our calling, our destiny to keep things in balance, a balance that requires us to walk in the spirit worlds just as easily as we walk in this world. There was a time when keeping the balance was much simpler, but those days are gone. Carver also knew that the ability to walk between the worlds depends on your commitment to purifying yourself, both inside and out. So he kept himself clear and clean. I never saw him serve as anyone else's guide, because he was not so much here to teach you as to help you retrieve what you already knew deep down inside yourself. And when he drummed, the heart of this good earth listened as he beat in time with my heart, in tune with that one heart, indivisible from all that is. And I, for one, am glad to hold Carver's precious life as extremely loud and incredibly close as my heartbeat. So Carver, wind dancer, as it turns out, even knew the wind has a mountain song to reveal. Here's the wind song. I am cloudy and clear, stormy and bright. I am the chaos and silence that lives in your mind. I watch over all with unfailing vision. Look to me when you face indecision. In the mountain song, I am constant and strong, eternal and everlasting, a provider of shelter and solace, strength and perspective. Look to me when you are lost, and I'll give you direction. Thank you for listening to me remember Woodcarver. I love you.
We said we'd walk together, brothers side by side. We'd help each other stay in stride. If as we're walking, a hand should slip free, I'll wait for you. Should I fall behind, wait for me. Wait for me. Now everyone dreams of a life lasting and true. But you and I know what this world can do. So let's make our steps clear, so each other may see. I'll wait for you. Should I fall behind, wait for me. Wait for me. There's a beautiful river down in the valley ahead. There 'neath the old spot, you can lay your head. Should we lose each other in the shadow of the evening trees? Carter, I'll wait for you. And should I fall behind, wait for me. Thanks. Boy, Tonight's the best night that we do every single month, our open mic. It's a night where we unabashedly come and bring our hearts out to the stage and put into song what we've been going through all month. And the songs we were writing and the songs that we're learning and playing and you come out and you don't know what you're gonna see. Oh my gosh, tonight I saw a guitar played in a way I have never even dreamed about playing it. I mean, there's one thing, Hendrix has figured out how to play left-handed, but I just saw a fella tonight not just play left-handed, but had the guts to not even restring the guitar in a different way and played it upside down too. Wow, man. Whatever, it's still right. Whatever way it is that we come to our instruments, it's how we play it, right? It's why we play it. It's like it's not the chords that we know, but it's why we've got the song inside of us. And you take the instruments away, and that's fine. The music would still be there. That's what our celebration is tonight. Kevin, who's next on the list? Anita Ensley. Oh, sweet. Get some of the goddess up here. Let's welcome our sister, Anita Ensley.
I just remember this chair being taller. So I got to experience just a few hours of watching Clint and Sarah and a few other people in action of taking care of Woodcarver. And it was beautiful to see his last 2 weeks be so joyful. So in spirit of Woodcarver, I'd like to play a song that I wrote for my grandfather, who I spent a week in the hospital with. Those precious days you loved each the same. I know you were true. I love the way you said my name. You said you wished you could say more of me. And I guess there's no regrets. I'd still do anything to take that back. Do you know where I'm at when I'm looking at your old hat? Are you right there? Can you see me sleep in your chair? Things been crazy since you left. True colors shine in this old picture of you I've kept. I know you knew I was standing there. I know now what you tried to tell me when you stared. Do you know where I'm at when I'm looking at your old hat? I don't care what you had. I'd rather see you laugh. I'd rather hear you laugh. I'd rather hear that old joy. Now your spirit, now you're free. And now I know that you can truly be looking at your old hat. I know you're right there. Can you see me sleeping? Your chair. Can you see me there? Did you know I was right there? Thank you. I'm going to bring up Kevin Oakes to do a song with me, maybe two. Do you want to be... I forgot what side you're always on. You're always on this side here.
Oh, I can be on either side.
I'm so short. So I always just really get the strong feeling that when people pass on, they hand us a baton and they say, it's your turn now. Go out and be joyful. Go out and help people. Go out and do the good fight. And I just kept feeling that all last night when we were doing that celebration for him, that it was our turn now. So it's our turn to have heavenly days and keep being joyful and keep having love. Oh, heavenly day, all the clouds blew away. Got no trouble today with anyone. A smile on your face. I live only to see. It's enough for me, baby. It's enough for me. Oh, heavenly day, heavenly day, heavenly day. Tomorrow may rain with sorrow. There's a little time we can borrow. Forget all your troubles in these moments so few. Only the one thing, the only thing, and all we really need to do is have ourselves a heavenly day. Lay here and watch the trees sway. Oh, there'll be no other way, no way, no way. Heavenly day, heavenly day, heavenly day. One on my shoulders, bringing me fears. Got no cloud up above me, bringing me tears. Got nothing to tell you, I got nothing much to say. Only I'm glad to be here with you on this heavenly, 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 heavenly day. Oh, all the trouble's gone away. Oh, for a while anyway. For a while anyway. Heavenly day, heavenly day, heavenly day, heavenly day, heavenly day. Oh, heavenly day. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you to Kevin Oakes for coming up and doing that song with me. Thank you, Kevin. Absolutely. So I searched my mind for all the memories I could find of Woodcarver, and I knew there was, and I know there's more. And there's just one that I really remembered, and that's we were all outside, and I was concerned that my son was bothering people. He's 9. And Woodcarver just kept saying over and over again, "God damn it, that dude is so cool." And he just kept saying it, and I still hear him say that when I'm looking at him. So that's the memory I kept. And someday, if you haven't met him, he is cool. I went up to the mountain because you asked me to. Over the clouds to where the sky was blue. Could see all around me, everywhere. Could see all around me, everywhere. Sometimes I feel like I've never been nothing but tired, and I'll be working till the day I expire. Sometimes I lay down, no more can I do. Then I go on again because you asked me to. Sometimes I look down, afraid I will fall. And though the sun shines, I see nothing at all. Then I hear your sweet voice calling, coming, bringing me home, telling me softly you love me so. The peaceful valley just over the mountain. The peaceful valley, if you come to know, I may never get there, ever in this lifetime, but sooner or later, it's there I will go. Sooner or later, there I will go. Thank you so much.
Bravo, everybody. Good to see everybody's part of open mic. So not only does this next performer just rock, but he also happens to be leading the way through his place Pacific Music right across the street. And he is the reason why when someone comes in and plays their heart out on one of our guitars and brings a string, to the next day the string is back and fixed, and that means Dave has been here. So let's
Well, thanks for the kind intro there. Well, hi, I'm Dave, and I'm an alcoholic. Where's my welcome? Thanks. Oh, this first song is an original song, and it's called On the Inside Looking Out. Learned about life out on the city streets, thick in my blood, and left me bittersweet. I watched good people die, but saved a lot of lives. Found myself stuck on the inside. Need to feed the hunger, can't get enough to eat. Not a drop of water in the desert twilight heat. I'm on the inside looking out. I'm on the inside looking out. I'm on the inside and I'm trying to get out. I'm on the inside looking out. I wear my heart out on my sleeve, body broken, incomplete. I still have faith, hope, and trust. True life, true love, true heart, true life, true love, true heart. True life, true love, true heart. I'm on the inside looking out. I'm on the inside looking Thank you. I'm going to bring Aaron up here for a little percussion. And this is a coffee drinking song. A little bit more on the upbeat. This is called Don't Burn the Milk. I said, now don't burn the milk. Well, I need a little help. Do I stand in this line? I got to get to work on time. I said, don't overfill my cup. I can't ever get enough. Gonna take it nice and slow. Think I'll take my cup to go. I said, now don't burn the milk. Well, I need a little help. What do I stand in this line? I got to get to work on time. I like to lick the frothy foam. I like to drink it all alone. Don't like no coffee in a can. I get my fix whenever I can. A couple of sugars ain't too sweet. Hot cup of Joe just can't be beat. I like to drink it all the time, off to the daily grind. I said, now don't burn the milk. All I need's a little help. Gonna take it nice and slow. I think I'll take my cup to go. I said, now don't burn the milk. All I need's a little help. You know I like it on top. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da. It ain't ever gonna stop. It ain't ever gonna stop. One more time. It ain't ever gonna stop. Don't burn the milk. Let's try another one. This is a song called Younger Days, which is, I guess, kind of stolen from a Beatles song. But here we go. When I was younger than today, I didn't have no worries, had no bills to pay. But now that I'm older, been through a lot, he's been through a lot, I learned to appreciate all the things that I've got. I sit and reflect on my younger days, blink of the eyes, they'll be gone, well they'll be gone. Sit and reflect on my younger days, blink of an eye, they'll be gone. Time passes quickly, like tears from an eye, a never-ending journey. Day passes by, I sit and I wonder what tomorrow will bring. Tomorrow will bring. I wake in the morning, it's the same old thing. I sit and reflect on my younger days, blink of the eye, they'll be gone, well they'll be gone. I sit and reflect on my younger days, blink of an eye, they'll be gone. Well, thank you. It's great to be here, SoulFood. Who's up next? Student showcase? Not planned yet. G-Man is up next. Kevin, we good on the...
Mitch Stein is up next, and then Nick Brunel, and then Chris Kajorski, yoo-hoo, and then Eugene, oh yeah, and then Anna, and then Abby, and then Roger Sprague will take to the stage tonight, yoo-hoo, and then Ari and his big Hurricane ball of energy is going to come up and tantalize the stage. And then Ray Quist. And then 2 different bands to end the last of the night. Flock of Seagull and Solar Express. Yeah, and then I'll close off the night with Kevin. So why don't we bring up the G-Man next. Yoo-hoo! G-Man, G-Man.
Thank you very much. What a warm welcome from the SoulFood crowd. Awesome place. Awesome group. Great support. Great coffee. Let's give a big hand to the coffee folks. See a Lily back there, Craig? Yeah. Thank you. Well, we've talked a lot about woodcarver, and you know, life is a fragile thing, and the relationships that we build in our lifetime, it's really fragile. They can be really fragile as well. This first song's an original, and it's about a guy that lost somebody a little differently than we lost woodcarver, but nevertheless, it's a loss. It's called One More Touch. Just one more touch before I go home. Wondering where my baby went. She was here just a few short days ago. One day she's full of love, and the next she disappeared. And when she came back from leaving, her cold shoulder froze my tears. So tell me, how do I get my baby back? Tell me, why did she fly away? Oh, one minute she's right beside me, the next she's gone away. Now all I do is wonder why she didn't stay. Why did she leave me? Why did she go? I just need to feel, oh, one more touch from her. One more touch before I head home. Well, I could see it in her eyes tonight. Made the mistake of trying not to cry. I thought that maybe I could talk her out of it, but without hesitation, she said goodbye. She said she was tired, had sore eyes. Said she couldn't see seeing me anymore. And all the love inside me drained down to the floor when she turned and she walked out that door. Maybe I didn't tell her I wanted her enough. Maybe it was the distance. You know, sometimes it gets a little rough. But I still miss my baby, and I'll never forget today. I know she's never coming back, no matter how much I pray. So tell me, how do I get my baby back? Oh, tell me, why did she fly away? Just one minute she's right beside me, next she's gone away. Now all I do is wonder why she didn't stay. Why did she leave me? Oh, why did she go? I just need to feel one more touch from her. One more touch before I head home. Oh, before I head home. Ooh. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna cheer it up a little bit. Still keeping the focus on relationships, but this is one that kind of went a little awry. It's not a true story, by the way. Sure. Oh, please take me back. Just one more time. I won't disappoint you. Cross my heart and hope to die. I'm down on my knees and I'm ready to cry. Oh, please take me back. Just one more time. I shouldn't have done it. I'm so mad at myself. Oh, I couldn't help it. She was sitting right there. She bought me a shot, and I bought her one too. A couple more whiskeys and a few games of pool. Yeah, she grabbed me and kissed me, and I had no clue. I tried to fight her off, but she was 6'2". to. She had man hands. Oh, please take me back. Just one more time. I won't disappoint you. Cross my heart and hope to die. I'm down on my knees and I'm ready to cry. Yeah, please take me back. Just one more time. Well, that didn't work. She called me a jerk. And I wasn't surprised when she punched me in the eye. But my baby's so sweet, and I crossed the line. Yeah, I got lucky again. It was the 24th time. So I picked up my clothes from off of the lawn. I stood at the door and I sung her this song. Oh, please take me back just one more time. I won't disappoint you. Cross my heart and hope to die. I'm down on my knees and I'm ready to cry. So please take me back just one more time. I look back on that night when I go to the bar, when a little touch of heaven went a little too far, when an angel appeared with a shot and a beer. Oh, my memory wanes to remember her name. So for now I'll just wander and let my mind ponder why the back of my hand has a tattoo that reads, Stan? Well, she had man hands. Couldn't have been. Really? Jeez. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to ask a friend, Chris Kajorski, to come up, and we're going to play one more depressing song before I get off the stage. Next month, I promise I'm going to come back with 3 happy songs. But I won't feel like being depressed today, so in a good way. I mean, you know. This song's a cover tune. It's called "Sweetheart Like You." Anita reminded me of it the last time I was here, and she said, "You know that song, The Girl in the Bar?" And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then I woke up one morning and it's like, oh, that one. So I'm singing this for Anita tonight. You're welcome. All right. All right. Ready? All right. How's it go? Pressure's down, the boss ain't here. He's gone north for a little while. They say that vanity got the best of him, 'cause he sure left here in style. By the way, that's a cute hat that you're wearing, and a smile so hard to resist. Oh, what's a sweetheart like you doing in a dump like this? Once knew a woman who looked like you. She wanted a whole man, not just a half. She used to call me sweet daddy when I was only a child. You kind of remind me of her, the way you laugh. If you're gonna deal in this game, you gotta make the queen disappear, baby. You know it's done with a flick of the wrist. Oh, it's a sweetheart like you doing in a dump like this. Hey, a woman like you should be at home. That's where you belong. Looking out for someone really, really nice. Someone who won't do you any harm. But just how much abuse are you willing to take, baby? You can't ever tell by that very first kiss, can ya? What's a sweetheart like you doing in a dump like this? make a name for yourself. You can hear them tires squeal. You can be known as the most beautiful woman who ever crawled across cut glass to make a deal. There's a view that come down the line even before you walk through the door. In your daddy's house there's many mansions. Each one of them's got a fireproof floor. But snap out of it, baby, people are jealous of you. They smile in your face, but behind your back they hiss. It's a sweetheart like you doing in a dump like this. Yeah, you gotta be an important person to be here, honey. You have to have done some evil deed. You gotta walk through the door with your own harem. You gotta play your harp until your lips bleed. They say that patriotism is the last refuge to which a scoundrel clings. Steal a little and they throw you in jail, or steal a lot and they make you king. But there's only one step down from here, baby. They call it the land of permanent bliss. It's a sweetheart like you doing in a dump like this. Take us out. Chris, everybody, Chris Kajorski. Thank you very much. I'm Mitch Stein. Thank you.
Another round of applause for Mitch and Chris. Come on up, Nick. Bring that darn Epiphone with you. How's it going tonight, Nick? Good. Yeah. Welcome to the stage. Are you sitting? Yeah, I'm sitting. And you just put a microphone in front of it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's nothing. You got it. Nick is a local boy from our neighborhood with a song to sing. Please welcome him to the stage.
Thanks. So my name's Nick, and this first song's original, so it's actually got no words. So here we go. So this next one, it's an old Hendrix song. It's an acoustic song. It's called "Hear My Train A-Comin'." Waiting around the train station, yeah. Waiting for that train. Take me, Lord, take me away from this lonesome place. A whole lot of people put me down, a lot of shame, yeah. My brother called me a disgrace. Tears burn my eyes, yeah. Way down in my soul. Tears burn me, yeah. Way down in my heart. Tears burning me away in my heart. It's too bad you don't love me no more, child. Too bad you and me have to part. Gotta leave this town. Gotta leave this town. A whole lot of people put me down now. Gonna make a whole lot of money and be big. Come back and buy this town. Come back and buy this town. Leave it all in my shoe. Make love to me one more time before I go now, child. I might even give a piece to you. Okay, so I got one more here. I won't be singing it, but if you want to, you can. It's called House of Rising Sun by the Animals. Thank you.
Let's bring Chris Kajorsky up next.
So yesterday when we had the last ride for Woodcarver, I had a show in Carnation, and it started at the same time, and so when I started my concert, the back patio was open. I got to look at the mountains and the sky and sing for an hour and a half, and I dedicated that to Woodcarver. And there was a couple songs that I sang that I felt really connected with him, so I decided to play it here on this stage tonight. So Woodcarver, this is a song for you.
I've been so many places in my life and time. I've sung a lot of songs, I've made some bad rhymes. I've acted out my love in stages with 10,000 people watching. But we're alone now and I am singing this song for you. I know your image of me is what I hope to be. I've treated you unkindly, and darling, can't you see? There's no one more important to me. So darling, won't you please see through me? But we're alone now and I am singing this song for you. You taught me of precious secrets, of the truth withholding nothing. You came out in front and I was hiding. And now I'm so much better. And if my words don't come together, just listen to the melody. 'Cause my love is in there hiding. I love you in a place where there's no space or time. I love you for my life, you are a friend of mine. When my life is over, remember when we were together. We were alone now and I am singing this song for you. Taught me of precious secrets, of the truth withholding nothing. You came out in front and I was hiding. And now I'm so much better. And if my words don't come together, just listen to the melody. 'Cause my love is in there hiding. Well, I love you in a place where there's no space or time. I love you for my life, you are a friend of mine. When my life is over, remember when we were together. We were alone now and I am singing this song for you. We were alone now and I am singing this song for you. We were alone now and I was singing my song. Singing my song.
next song is more upbeat. I like to go driving. Mary and I like to take cross-country trips sometimes to visit family. And just the feeling of being on the highway or country road or whatever and driving with the window down, and you don't see your destination, you don't see anything in the horizon, you just keep driving. And the feel of freedom and not being rooted anywhere, you know, that's a nice feeling. So this one's sure pretty dry.
Love's in the driver's seat. Love's in the driver's seat. Love's in the driver's seat. I'm sitting in the backbeat, feet dancing with the air. Out the window I stare. Groove is the gravel. It paves the path, thumping down the beaten road. Spinning with the world, wheels rolling on. Got my life, my lungs, the rhythm and this song. 'Cause love's in the driver's seat. I'm sitting in the backbeat, hands playing with the air, humming the notes that I hear in the wind. Da 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 my shoulders not weighted, my syncopated, bated breath reaching for the stars. At least it's a good stretch. Dancing and prancing, hands and feet, while love is in the driver's seat. Oh. The view from the backseat window, the sky becomes my guide. The view from the backseat window, the sky becomes my guide. The stars will lead my thoughts on this ride into the night. My face glows from the dashboard light while I take flight. I'm breathing free. Come dance with me. Oh, I said, I'm breathing free. Come sing with me. Oh, I said, love's in the driver's seat. I'm sitting in the backbeat, feet dancing with the air. Out the window I stare up. Oh, oh yeah, love is in the driver's seat. I'm sitting in the backbeat, hands playing with the air, humming the notes that I hear in the wind. Da 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 da. Love's in the driver's seat. Love's in the driver's seat. Love's in the driver's seat. I'm sitting in the backbeat.
Thank you. I'd like to introduce the stage Jim Marcotte on solo acoustic, Mitch Stein on rhythm, Clint McCune on drums, Aaron on drums. If we can all fit up here. It's time to have a loud party.
thing is here. I can go maybe an inch.
So, a couple months ago, we had a late night open mic, and I had a song planned out, and it was the first night that I ever talked to Woodcarver. I've seen him around, but we never talked, and this was the first night we talked. And Mary invited him to come up to the stage and play Lime in the Coconut with us, and we had a bunch of people on stage here, and we had a blast. And it was
That was
just
awesome.
a fun night. No, there's no devices tonight. So I knew. So I know that if Woodcarver was here physically tonight, he'd have his mandolin. But like Clint said, he's in a place where the mandolins stay in tune, right? Yeah, it's right all the time. So during this song, if you hear a very angelic, in-tune mandolin, you know he's playing with us.
Uptown got its hustle, Bowery got its bums, 42nd Street got Big Jimmy Walker, who's a pool shooting son of a gun. Yeah, he's big and dumb, his man can't come, but he's stronger than a country horse. And when the bad folks all get together at night, what they all call Big Jim Ball. Tug on Superman's king. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off of a Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Out of South Alabama came a country boy, said he's looking for a man named Jim. Well, I'm a pool shooting boy, my name is Willie McCoy, but down home they call me Slim. Yeah, I'm looking for the key of 42nd Street, time to drop top Cadillac. May sound funny, but I come to get my money back. Don't tug on Superman's king. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off of a Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Well, a hush came over the pool as Jim come bopping off the street. When the cutting was done, the only thing that wasn't bloody was the soul of the big man's meat. Well, he was cut in about 100 places and shot in a couple more. And you better believe they sung a different kind of story when Big Jim hit the floor. You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off of a Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim. don't pull the mask on a polo ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim. I said you don't mess around with Slim. I said you don't mess around with Slim. Uptown got its hustler, Bowery got its boom. 42nd Street and got a Willie McCoy. He's a pool shooting son of a gun.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Woodcarver.
So if you just want to come say hi, that's fine. Okay, so normally I do poetry, and I will be doing that later. But for now, I would like to invite up onto the stage the lovely Marianne. We will be singing you a song. So, oh, can I borrow a guitar if you don't mind? No, I don't think I can keep the guitar. One of these, one of those. This guy?
Stage fright actually makes you sound better.
Does it?
Yeah,
I don't
totally.
know that.
Proven fact. Yeah.
You should come here with me. Because I'm scared up there by myself.
You should get closer, Eugene. That's what she's saying.
Oh, can I move this chair then?
Oh, sure.
Chairs are portable after all.
Anytime she says she wants to be closer, you better move.
Yeah,
Boom.
that's right. Don't stand so.
Don't stand so close.
So, what was I
Okay.
gonna say? Oh yeah. So we had the fortune to already hear this song a little bit ago, and that was an awesome version.
It
and
really was.
so this is gonna be our version.
And we want you to sing as loud as you possibly can, and that is a challenge. And I would really appreciate it. If I can hear myself, I'll be really mad.
Don't mess around with it.
No.
Okay.
That would be pretty cool, though.
That would be cool if you had a Don't mess around with it.
Okay. Oh, and I only come up here once a year, and I make myself because I have terrible stage fright, in case you can't tell. So this is this year's.
So yeah. So this is gonna be House of the Rising Sun.
Oh my God!
I know, right? Okay, all right. Ready? Ready.
There is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun. and tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your life in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. One foot on the platform, one foot on the train. I'm going back to New Orleans, to where that falling tree. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and the ruin of many a born boy. And God, I know I'm one.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm kind of scared to follow that. Okay, so yeah, one more time for the lovely Marianne. Where did she go? Where is she? Where she ran away? Okay, yes. Awesome. Okay. Whew. Okay, so all right, so poetry time, I guess. All right, so I just flew in from well, not flew in. I actually drove in from Montana, and so I have this thing I want to read, but I figure I have 3, so maybe there's some transitional material we ought to do before I launch into the other stuff. And so this is called Something New for 2 pages, and it's about rattlesnakes. I need a prop. Okay. So there I was, my 4 wheels broken down, no food, no water, the scorching midday sun above my head, surrounded by rolling hills of tall, dead, yellow grass. They said, watch out for rattlers, Eugene, them bites'll kill ya. So there I was, stranded, hopeless, trying not to get murdered by a damn snake. Sure enough, out of the grass, God knows where it came from, but behind me in the distance, and then one stuck his diamond-plated head out of a gopher hole by my boot. I jumped back into my vehicle in fear. My hat fell off. I guess he took it as a threat because... And then he coiled up, and he spoke. You're a long way from home, stranger. I said, yes, sorry, you see, my 4-wheeler won't go, and I dared not speak no more. Then the others crawled out too and just sat around staring at me. He spoke again. He grinned at me. You foreigners are so easily frightened, he said. What is it about us serpents that gives you such fear? I sat silently, petrified by their rows of eyes. He crawled closer, working his way up the wheel. Don't look so scared. He crawled up my leg, coiled around my chest, placing his head in my left hand and his rattle in my right. He looked up and spoke. You are like us, you see. One side of you is death. He reared up and bared his fangs just inches from my eyes. I dared not even swallow what was in my throat. And the other, he said, the other side. Song. He slithered back down to his burrow and said, before he went away, heed what it is you sing and how you sing it, because sometimes it is misunderstood even by those it is not intended for. Thus spoke the rattlesnake. Woo! Yeah, all right. Okay, so word to the wise, that was like really poetic and awesome, but like if you hear a rattlesnake, it's not being misunderstood. You should probably run, because they're gonna try to get you, and that stuff's bad. Okay, so I wrote my closing piece a while back, and usually I do like kind of preachy stand up here, like rah 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 things, or like stories about rattlesnakes or gravekeepers, maybe some iambic pentameter. And so this is an experimental piece, kind of goes back to the days. Maybe I was influenced by some of the hip hop I used to do. Maybe I was just listening to Bo Burnham at the time. But it was, here's an experimental piece called A Lesson in Rhythm. Rhyme is frozen fog, makes ice on trees and posts and flowers. It may interest you to know that I wrote that last part in the shower. All this power on stage. For example, that last part was a lie, and like bum, 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 you and I, like, wow, this beat is pulling me out. This is so damn unconventional, you thinking, no doubt, like what you do when I go upside your head with a clout. Look out, you shout out your mouth as you're sipping on your Guinness stout. Oh, that's far out, but we're gonna switch it up now. Slow down and kill the rhyme. This sound is starting to feel cool now, but it's out when we kick it double time. Think about a little snake in a grass brass blowing out your tuba when you show up late for class ass. Donkey breeding with a horse, make a mule cool, getting called a tool when you show up late for school. Take a little pause, not a menopause, hit up Mrs. Claus. If you're broken, you might need a little gauze. See the way I'm glowing when I get to flowing, and I'm going, and the pre-marine showing, and I gotta dodge a snake in the grass. What? Kick it so fast, start rowing in a boat. It's a mule, it's a goat. Gotta dodge them both. Feeling up the ceiling, never know just how I'm feeling. Reach the end of the page, sage, 100 years of age. Take a breath, take a breath. Gotta take a breath. Get it back to normal, but the rhyme is still so formal. So here's an idea you won't find in IKEA. The rhyme structure is sour, so it's time to empower it. So we're gonna kick it like A, B, C, D, C, and then a B, E, D with an E, A, E, and then we end with an F. What? Then another F. Take a breath, take a breath. Gotta take a breath. So let us begin the recital. To hit every beat here is vital. I have not yet mentioned the meter, but you can deduce it from this. The way that I hit each syllable, the rhythm is quite hard to miss. We're drinking our booze by the liter. We're smoking our cigs by the box. We listen to nonsense and babble on CNN, NBC, Fox. We judge every song by the title in spite of the fact that it rocks. We're busy with nothing to do. I'm something, and how about you? See, some think that the secret is rhyming, when really it's all about timing. And here's where it all starts unwinding. It's not what it was like before. You're thinking this change is just too damn conniving. It's not quite on beat anymore. A few more syllables, here we go. The man on the stage is now talking about aluminum siding. That one didn't sound right, I know. But frankly, I've had quite enough. Hold on, things are about to get rough. Rough. Back to the beat again. Standing on my feet again. Say goodbye, Afweeder sand. Until we meet again. First I'm making an entrance, but now I'm about to leave again. Oh, we picked up speed again, so it's time to switch, my friend, and take it back to the same one-syllable clap, to the same one-syllable track. This part induces heart attacks. First I'm making an entrance, but now I'm about to leave again. See how I just repeated that? It's that same rhythm. It's that same rhythm. Different rhythm. It's that same rhythm. Different. It's that same rhythm. Different rhythm. It's that same different rhythm. Repetition is good. Oak or pine or cedar is wood. When we bleed, there is blood. Repetition is good. All right. And I know you probably want me to continue on forever in the same rhyme and rhythm and manner and whatever, but trust me, I would if I could. But alas, it's time for me to go. Oh, say it ain't so. Oh, say it ain't so. And there's another line here that I don't really know, but I hope you have enjoyed the show. Thanks very much, guys. This has been Eugene. And how about another hand for Marianne? Woo!
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I gotta say, Marianne in your act is twice as good looking. It makes the whole thing even. A little bit more. That was great, guys. Another round of applause. Eugene, and then Anna Estache. Hi, Anna. Is it Anna or Anna? Anna. It's Anna. Anna, 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 Anna.
Oh. I feel so loved, oh my goodness. I don't know how I can follow that act, but I guess I'll start by expressing my opinions of the education system. This is a test. We're going to lock you in a building where adults treat you like idiotic criminals and children throw daggers of cruel words, gossip, criticism, your own doubts manifested into reality. You are forbidden to stop working. Paper, pen, pencil, textbook, no erasers, no saviors. You are being challenged. This is productive. This will ensure your success. It's not our fault if you crack, curl upon the floor, shaking, paranoid, devastated. If you cease nourishing your body, cease communicating with others, cease experiencing any shred of joy. This is a test after all. It's not our fault if you fail. We're just teaching you. Okay. Great. So, my next poems aren't as angry, but they're still a bit emotional. This one is called Of Booze and Feeding Tubes. We're broken into pieces from wounds that never heal, those memories that haunt us so thoroughly concealed. A tube up my nose and a bottle to your lips, unwillingly consuming those poisonous nutrients. Now that we're together, let's flee those flashing sirens, cry until we don't remember, and love until the night ends. Lock me in your car, bleed my ears with the radio, drive me excruciatingly fast to a middle of nowhere far, far away. Save me from these cliches, save me from my sins. Accelerate me into a middle of nowhere far, far away. Such struggles in our lives we pretend to disregard that seep into our dreams and crush our bleeding hearts. A tube up my nose and a bottle to your lips, unwillingly consuming those poisonous nutrients. We've waited for so long, imagines countless times, and I long to know the feeling of having you all mine. Lock me in your car, bleed my ears with the radio, accelerate me into a middle of nowhere far, far away. Save me from these cliches, save me from my sins. Bleed my ears with the radio and accelerate me far, far away. A tube up my nose and a bottle to your lips. I tug it out, you throw it down, for love is life's true nutrients. Okay. Love yourself, she says. You are your own lover. You don't need a man. Yes, I must learn to love myself. No, I don't need a man. Yes, I am capable and strong in my own body and my own self. Yet no, loving oneself it will never fill the basic need of every living creature to feel adoration from a mate. Only loving yourself cannot fill the void in your chest, erase the pain from your lips that only a kiss can remedy, release the swelling in your eyes that threatens to overflow in the dark hours of the night when it is impossible to be held by just yourself. Allow yourself to hurt, to desire, to pine over and lust. There is no shame in this, no guilt necessary, just instinct, passion, a need for love. Love yourself, acknowledge your longing, embrace your agony. All right. This one is called It's Getting Rather Sad in Here. It's getting rather sad in here with your words playing tunes across the cavities of my head, the emotions peeled in shreds draped across the blankets of my bed. Is it my fault that I shy away from intimate desire? Or is it theirs for teaching me those hurtful fucking liars? My reasons for you are confidential intentions, yet subconscious pleas for my only one redemption. We dance upon the graves of our past, praying for one consistent love that will obviously not last. Fuck the contradictions, the useless conflictions, the longing of the heart. Let's fuck hardcore. Let's make love to all the broken parts. All right. Anger is a secondary emotion, so why is it the first one I feel? When you put your plans into motion, I'll never reveal the truth of where this awful anger comes from and moves towards before. I've lost myself in your hurt, and you've drowned in your cowardly pride. See, here, my scarred wrists, I have nothing to hide, so why do I keep trying to deny how much your love is hurting? Fingers and toenails poke through the vines that bind the senses and strangle the mind. The clock ticks with the passing of time. Forever, forever, you will be mine. Okay, I'm gonna end with a poem I wrote recently called The Clownfish and the Tiger. Okay, and this is for myself. I'm dedicating this to myself and to another person who's had very negative and positive influences on my life. He's beautiful as the clownfish that roam across the sea, peeking out their handsome heads from soft anemones. He's as honest as the eagle, regal as a hawk, and I wish to be the one of his swooning manly talk. Yet between you and him, if I had to choose, there'd be no hint of doubt when I claimed my choice was you. You're cruel as the tiger stalking yet another elk, lethal and cunning, feigning gentle and heartfelt. You're as shadowed as the night owl wooing in the dark, and I fear to be your prey, just another set of scratch marks. Yet between you and him, if I had to choose, there'd be no hint of doubt when I claimed my choice was you. The clownfish murders mermaids, and the tiger cares for cubs. The owl hides in fear, and the eagle chases doves. I am but a butterfly fluttering to and fro. Tickling his shoulder, you are a seething crow. Yet between you and him, if I had to choose, there'd be no hint of doubt that when I claimed my choice was you, you fucking bastard.
Thank you. Good night. That's awesome. Boy, this stage and the rules of the stage is, boy, if you mean it, you can say it. If you don't mean it, you shouldn't say it. Thanks for saying some of the hard truths, Anna. That was really profound. Thanks. Let's bring up Abby. Oh, little Abby. Yeah. And yeah, totally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Sorry, my pickup doesn't work.
That's okay.
I still need to get it fixed.
That sounds like a country song waiting to happen.
My pickup doesn't work.
My pickup. Or the guitar.
I don't like country very much. I'm sorry. Okay.
On deck after Abby is Roger Sprague, and then Ari, and then Ray, and then Flock of Seagulls, and then Solar Express, and then Jack Terrell. Yup. But right now, the audience goes crazy for Abby!
The flowers? Oh, yeah. Okay, I finally have an artist name that works. I know you guys have seen several here. It's Flower of Industry. Okay, well, after Anna's poetry, I was feeling some accessible and cathartic anger, so I'm gonna play my angrier song. The day that they found you'd flung the doors to your mind wide open was the day that they tried to break into your head with a rusty battering ram. You failed to learn to hate your neighbor and love yourself. So they decided to try to close your mind. Doctor, where'd you put my daughter? She didn't come back home with me. You've trapped her in a bottle. I can barely hear her failing voice. It's not that you're insane, you're just unafraid to feel, but they couldn't understand, so they labeled you with a diagnosis and put you on the shelf to cultivate. And in time they prescribed poorly tested drugs to fill the crevices where you kept your feelings until you could not feel anything. Doctor, where'd you put my friend? A different person left your office. You trapped him in a jar, a specimen to do experiments on. And as you grew older, you were taught to climb the corporate ladder, and at the top you'd find a heterosexual marriage and a small fortune. When you would not conform grasped you by the hand and proclaimed congratulations as they pushed you towards quicksand. And all the while, they were painting a number over your name. Doctor, where'd you put my soul? I can't find it through the haze. My head was a blackboard. You filled it with the maze. So unlock the bars on all of the cages and let us roam free in the expanses of our own minds. We never meant harm to anyone. We just refused to be brainwashed into societal norms. My head was a blank board. You filled it with the maze. Thank you. Okay, time for a happier song. This one I started writing up here a couple months ago, and now it's done, so I'm gonna play it. Think of it as a meditation, not really as a song, because it doesn't really have like normal songy parts. Oh, crap. Okay. Extra crap. Crap sandwich. And so I have become a fortune teller trapped in a vending machine. Put all your opinions in my slot, and I'll light up and tell you what you want to hear. But that's all right now. That's all right. That's all right now. That's all right. And you are all artists, but I was born a blank piece of white canvas, and you painted on me with all your beautiful colors. But in the end, all that we could see was black. But that's all right now. That's all right. That's all right now. That's all right. 'Cause black is all colors becoming one, and black is the height of all emotion, and black is often mistaken for darkness only because it overwhelms the senses. And black is my proof of living, 'cause I'd rather be black than keep being white canvas. And everything's right now. It's all right. It's all right now. It's all right. counter, then I will be the one to place the photographs. 'Cause living is an art, and from now on, I choose to be my own artist. Thank you. Okay. Okay, I always feel like this song, and my friends are probably kind of sick of hearing it, but I just want to play it again, because I like this. You don't know what song it is. Oh, do you want the taco song? No, I don't. Okay. She doesn't want the taco song. It's okay. Another time. This is Parking Lot Revival again. Okay. Oh, crap. Crab Sandwich, part 2. In those parking lots of French fries, cheapened by the night skies, a man falls to his knees. As tears exit his eyes, all the stuff that he buys lands next to his keys. He cries, whoa, oh, my whole life is a cartoon. And whoa, I hope I find a way back to myself soon. 'Cause all my words are foreign to me. They're all from a script that I couldn't see till now. Hang on a second. I'm gonna tune the guitar. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. It's just like I can't handle this. No. Oh, come on stage, please, come on stage. Come on stage. Yes. It doesn't matter. Just like do it on ooh. Yes. Oh, that's perfect. Oh my goodness. Yes, please. Yes, please. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. I'm a really slow tuner. Where is that humming coming from? That's awesome. Yes, the more the merrier. This is the night of random jams, as was previously said. Oh dear God. Ew.
No, I'm fine. Oh, I have to have one? Yes! Oh boy, I can barely see it.
Okay, that's gonna have to be good enough. I can do. Yes! Okay! Welcome, Laura!
All I have to do is put on a hat.
Yes! All you have to do is put on a hat if you ever need anything. Okay. Any sick harmonies? Yeah, sick harmonies. Okay. I guess we'll just start from the next verse. Is that good, or do you want to start from the beginning? Or?
No.
Okay.
Go
cool.
wherever you'd like to go.
Okay. No. Over and over again. Everybody wants to hear it. It'll be like the radio. Okay. Are you sure? Okay. Okay. Those parking lots of French fries, cheapened by the night skies, a man falls to his knees. As tears exit his eyes, all the stuff that he buys lands next